3D models for Valve's new
What?
VR controller.
What?
I'm not reading that.
You gotta read that.
I'm not reading that.
It's our 1000th episode. Did you even know?
It's not.
Do this for me. It is. Say it one time.
To celebrate our 1000th episode, Riley asked me to say quick bits 1,000 times. So here it is. Quick bits 1,000 times.
Oh, I wanted to be here a while.
3D models for Valve's new VR controllers, codenamed Roy, have been found in driver files for Steam VR by, who else? Brad Lynch, a developer and creator who's really shown what it looks like to make leaking Valve stuff your whole personality.
In a good way.
Brad and his community quickly generated high-quality renders of the controllers, which look very similar to the MetaQuest 3 and 3S controllers, with no tracking rings or Valve Index-style knuckle straps. It's grip it or lose it, baby. Lynch also posted the designs in their Discord so people could 3D print them, which they did, and boy howdy, do those ever look like VR controllers made of extruded plastic. The Roy controllers are likely to pair with Valve's Deckard VR headset, which has been described in prolific leaks by Lynch and is expected to forego the Index's tracking base stations in favor of MetaQuest-style inside-out tracking. That is interesting, but perhaps not as exciting as the also leaked design for something codenamed Ibex, aka the Steam Controller 2, aka the Steam Duke. I knew Valve still had some innovation in them. Good job.
Make it chunkier.
Google is turning normal text on websites into links to its own search results within the Google app in an obvious cry for help while being sued for favoring its own services in multiple jurisdictions. The feature, spotted by Barry Schwartz of Search Engine Roundtable, is called Page Annotations and was rolled out by Google about a week ago as a new way to get more info. By modifying website owners' pages for them and steering users away from the site they're currently using.
We're helping.
Google's own example shows an annotation turning the first two words of an article describing Osaka Castle into a link to a Google search for the very same thing, which is a bit like dumping the water cooler on your coach while he's swimming laps.
Gotcha.
Website owners can opt out of the feature by filling out a form. All you've got to do is enter the URLs that you represent in a comma-separated list, including all variations of the domain, and then wait 30 days for it to take effect.
Wait, you don't want links?
A group
Links. Linus.
A group of artists given early access to OpenAI's Sora video generator for the purpose of testing leaked the tool's API key on the model hosting platform Hugging Face, briefly giving anyone the ability to summon hyper-realistic videos of Shiba Inus riding surfboards in space or cats riding surfboards in space. Those really are the two main ones. In a blog post, the group, going by PR Puppets, decried OpenAI using hundreds of artists to perform bug testing and experimental work with no compensation beyond the chance to enter a competition to have their Sora created films screened.
Pretty good.
They now feel like they were lured into art washing, making it seem like OpenAI cares about the arts as something other than refined fuel that its advanced hallucinator can burn to make more AI slop. In a statement, OpenAI basically said, well, nobody made you sign up to test it, and the company will, quote, continue to support artists through grants, events, and other programs. Just not this one anymore. OpenAI obviously cut off access to Sora when they discovered the leak, but some managed to generate a few rather uninteresting videos of some dudes running down an alley and a cat yawning. Couldn't you have given it a pirate hat or something? That would have been art. And make him wear rain boots. Yeah, that's good. I mean, not that he would need them if he checked out our sponsor, Vessi, who says their shoes are waterproof yet feel comfortable right out of the box, which is much better than plastic bags wrapped around your feet. Trust me, I would know. And trust me again when I say that Vessi shoes are a godsend here in Vancouver, where the rain seems to be still holding a grudge against all of us. I don't know what we did. And right now, you can step into perfectly dry comfort with Vessi's Black Friday sale. Enjoy up to 40% off select waterproof styles at Vessi.com. Stay dry and save big by shopping now before the best deals slip away at the link down below. Little smaller parts of news. Cute toots?
Just an idea?
TSMC has shown off its plans to upgrade its chip-on-wafer-on-substrate, or CoWoS, technology to support much bigger interposers and up to 12 stacks of HBM4 memory by 2027. This will allow chip designers to build processors the size of a human palm. Not mine, like a real one, like bigger. It's not quite the same as those wafer scale chips from Cerebras, but it's about what you do with it, you know? In other chip news, Intel's CHIPS Act funding has finally been finalized at $7.86 billion, pending the company achieving certain milestones. It's a little less than the original $8.5 billion, but the government threw in an extra $3 billion if Intel gives them some extra secure processors. Here's a tip, Intel. Make them better than the last gen ones.
Just an idea.
I mean, a processor that doesn't work is pretty secure. Microsoft has clarified that it is not training AI on your documents after a bit of public confusion over a feature called Connected Experiences in Microsoft 365, which is what they call Office now, and which shares the same logo as Copilot for some reason. I really hope Microsoft figures out at some point that branding is important. Bring back Clippy! And in other AI news, Microsoft is no doubt one of the massive corporations that owns too many game studios, according to a tweet from Elon Musk. Therefore, his solution is that XAI is gonna make games great again by starting an AI game studio with blackjack and hookers? No, wait, sorry, no. Wait, it really is just that, isn't it? Awesome. Beyond any concerns I may have about the abundance of procedurally generated mobile zombie games that we already have, I think the thing that stands out most about this is I just don't get the logic behind XAI, which is owned by the world's richest man and is now worth like $50 billion, not counting as a massive corporation.
Well, they have a big bank account, but it's like 2 people.
Now that gaming handhelds are all the rage, it's time the market got a little more wacky with the designs. A patent filed by Samsung and spotted by 91 Mobiles describes a handheld that takes a page from the company's Z Phones book and then folds it in half so that the two ends with controller buttons meet.
They're kissing.
And then there's this Tencent 3D one, a concept device powered by Lunar Lake, which basically looks like an ROG Ally, but with a massive 11-inch screen between detachable controllers, which looks perfect for getting in some reps while gaming.
You can finally stop playing Beat Saber.
And researchers in Hong Kong have published a paper detailing a way to deliver different taste experiences through a prototype electronic lollipop? Or, as the researchers call it, a miniaturized portable gustation interface.
Microsoft, is that you?
Designed for mixed reality, the device alters its own taste using iontophoresis, sending ions to transport flavor chemicals through a biologically safe hydrogel. The flavors on offer include citrus, cherry, milk, green tea, passion fruit, grapefruit, and durian. As long as I only taste it and I don't have to smell it, then I'm okay. And you know what I would like to smell? You, coming back on Friday to get more tech news from me. That'll be the 1001st episode, which is kind of special in its own way, I guess.
It's also an episode.
It's also a number.